Prosperity and happiness really is a choice. And to tell us more about it, we are joined as we are each week by Reverend Greg Dorst from the Claremont Center for Spiritual Living. And Reverend Greg, I know that with effort, we can change ourselves, but so often I see people and hear people talking about how they wish or want to change someone else. Is that a good thing, bad thing? Can you change other people?
Well, it's an interesting question because I can change you, Ron, by changing the way I think of you, by changing the way I understand you, by changing the way I communicate with you. And when I say that, I don't mean that I'm actually changing your personality or changing the things that you are, but I'm changing the way I perceive them, yes. And so when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
And that makes a world of sense because the truth is, we don't have the power to change other people in a very physical way. It's hard enough for people to change themselves. But it does seem to me that we can change the way we view people and how we choose to perceive them. And in changing that, to some degree, they do change in our minds.
They do. They absolutely change. But it's not relegated to just people. You can change your life experience around your job, for instance, if you change the way you look at your job.
How many people say, I hate my job? Well, how horrible to have to go to some place every day that you hate, especially if, in this economy, maybe you don't have a lot of options, but you do have control over that.
Well, if you hate your job, you got two options. You can get another job, or you can change the way you feel about the job that you have. Now, the problem with getting another job is that you're very likely to hold that same mindset with that new job because you've taken your same self into that new job arena. So that doesn't often work, to just change jobs and expect to like it better.
Okay, so someone watching or listening is going to go, all right, Reverend Greg, I've got the dumbest, worst, most boring job in the world. I hate going every day. How am I supposed to make it better?
Yeah, well.
And what would you say?
I would say, first of all, I'm going to have to take a look at the job that you're talking about that so horribly. I mean, it might be that job would be my dream job. I don't know. My dream job actually is what I put into it. I find meaning and a reason to live, a purpose, an intention in life in the things that I do, not because of what they are, but because of the way I do them. And so if I find that I want to give of myself, if I want to be relevant, then I have to feel that myself. The job doesn't create that. It's you that creates that. It's me that creates that.
Well, let's hold in mind whatever it is you want most and make sure it's a good thing and watch it happen. Reverend Greg, thank you.
Thank you, Ron.